Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Before we start off, please like and subscribe and click the notifications bell to stay updated on the latest content. Today I'm unveiling 5 steps you need to get that 90% win rate everyone desires. And these are 5 very important steps you basically want to master. So for the first step, you want to trade pro trend. And basically we have 3 phases in the market. We have, let me draw that out a little bit above here. We have an uptrend as we're making higher highs and higher lows, and demand get respected over and over and over, as you can see. Then we have a consolidation phase, which basically supply and demand, both sides get respected basically randomly. Market is pretty indecisive what it really wants to do. And then we have our downtrend, when the market picks a direction again. Either way, it continues to the upside or it goes down. But the third phase is a downtrend. And let's mark out the consolidation phase here. Let's make that red because we don't want to trade that. And let's mark out this uptrend. Let's mark that up green. And this downtrend. Let's mark that up green too. So as you can see, we have 3 phases. We can I teach how to trade this consolidation phase in my mentorship too, but basically mainly, especially when you start out, you want to focus on these both phases, an uptrend and a downtrend. As you can see here in this example, there is a clear downtrend. But let's get back to the 5 steps. Alright, so step 2 is never enter on limit orders. And I purely say this, you can enter on limit orders of course, but if you really want to hunt down that 90% win rate, you never want to enter on limit orders. And basically, because in our opinion, when you place a limit order in a higher time frame zone, you're basically gambling on that zone to hit or to hold. And I see a lot of so-called mentors tell you simply to do your analysis in the morning and place your limit orders and maybe go to work, or just come back in the evening and look if something hit or if your trade took profit or you took a loss. But this is so wrong in my opinion, because you can easily get manipulated by the big institutions, and most of the time your zone will never hit, or it will just manipulate, hit your stop loss and go into your direction. And you will end up losing consistently, and your emotions will get a hold of you, because then you will go in overtrade mode and other emotions, and that's not benefiting your trading. So step 2, never enter on limit orders. And we teach how to do that in our mentorship. I will talk about that later in this video. Step 3, always seek extra confirmation. And this is basically a follow-up on the never enter on limit orders, because how would you enter otherwise if you're not entering on a limit order? And you do that by entering on market orders with the extra confirmation. And instead of using a limit order on a particular zone, go down one or multiple time frames to look for extra confirmation. For example, a break or a double break to the downside. And I will explain this deeper in the real chart example I have below. Then we have step 4. Don't let your emotions get a hold of you. And this is basically with every strategy and anything. But this is also the emotional part, the psychological part, is also why a lot of traders fail. Because they simply don't master that. And because emotions play a very big role in successful trading, it's basically 80% emotion / psychology and 20% skill. And you basically want to ban out all your emotions and focus solely on your trading plan. Stick to your trading plan. Be very strict to yourself. For example, if you missed a trade, the last thing you should do is enter with FOMO or chase it down. And this is just one of the many examples. So step 4, don't let your emotions get a hold of you. Let's make this a little bit smaller. Then the last and basically a very important step is get an actual mentor. And what I want to say by that is, like, you need an actual mentor who corrects you when you're wrong. Basically like us. Because unlike 99% I must say, of the so-called mentors, we know what's needed for someone to get successful in this business. And we will help you 24/7. And we will not abandon you like almost all of the others. And then simply just provide you a course and sell it as a mentorship. Like, hence why we are an actual mentorship and not just a course. You pay a premium price with us, but also you receive premium guidance. And that's very important because me myself, when I started out trading, I bought a lot of courses, but I never got the help of any mentor. Like, when I sent them my chart, I never got any good feedback or a mentor that was very strict to me and say you have to do it like this or you have to do it like that. And that's also the reason why I started this mentorship 1 year ago. To make a change in the mentorship game and to actually help and guide my people. And then I get a lot of feedback like, yo, your mentorship is so expensive. There are a lot of more cheap options. And then I simply tell them like, yo, you can get for a cheap option, but eventually you will be wasting money because you will not learn anything from it. You don't have a mentor who gives you feedback, who tells you what you did wrong, where you need to improve. Someone who's very strict to you. And that's something you really need. So those were the 5 steps. And let's get into a real market example right here. Because right here you can see we have a clear downtrend. And this is step number 1. Define your trend. And as you can see, we have a clear downtrend. We're making lower lows and lower highs. Over and over and over. And then you can see that we teach it in a mentorship with a break of structure and a change of character. So going into this example, over here, we have a clear downtrend. So we want to look for shorts. And this is a trade of last week. It was last Friday. It was yesterday, this Friday. Then what a lot of people would do, and in this case it would work out if you know how to mark up your right zones. And they simply put a limit order like this with the stops above and with the target like right on this low, and they back at 3R. Or they simply see that this high swept this high swept these highs. They simply draw the zone right here because this would be the zone. Put the limit orders short. Put the limit orders right on this one. And you can see right here, it gave a small fake reaction to the downside and then took them out because they were basically liquidity. And you simply don't know which zone is gonna hold because this zone is basically valid in my opinion too. And you only see that by watching confirmation. And I'm pretty sure, and I know for a fact, that this did not confirm enough for me to take a trade. So I did not take a trade here because I did not put a limit order there. And I waited for a nice confirmation. That confirmation came here on this on this higher zone. And you can also see here we have imbalance. It's another confluence. We go deeper into in the mentorship. So basically, that was basically step 2 and 3. So when we look for confirmation, and I'm spilling some beans right now here. Like I said before, you simply want in this case on a 1 minute zone, you want to go to your seconds time frames and look for extra confirmation. Another positive thing of that extra confirmation is you can use smaller stop losses. And what do smaller stop losses mean? They mean a higher risk to reward ratio, which makes you more money eventually. And our stop loss, as you can see, was 1.7 pips. If you would enter from this zone, you would have doubled your stop loss with like 3 pips. Almost 3 pips. So it's almost double your stop loss. So half of your profits you will take when you would have waited for extra confirmation. And the extra confirmation is, in this case, a change of character and a break of structure. And I wanted to see both because that gives me a very big opportunity and a very big chance that it will eventually go lower again and go into my direction, which improves my win rate. Very important, guys. And we started breaking down here, and when we make this change of character, this basically was our strong high, because it's also swap liquidity, also filled in balance. So this was our strong high. So when that broke down again, that was time for me to enter on a market order and to put my stop loss above here. So that was this entry in this case. And you can see how perfectly it played out. It simply melted straight to my TP. And if I could have held it, but I simply approached this as a scalp, because it can reverse on you anytime basically. But if I tend to hold this trade, it would have gone for a massive risk to reward ratio. As you can see, let's play it out on a 1 minute to see what we actually got from this. Or even a 5 minute, let's see. It's a little bit quicker. So basically news came in there. But would you ride this trade to the downside, you would have backed a 30R trade. Do that with 1% risk and you have a 30% return. And now is the big thing that comes, the very nice thing. That only took a few hours to get a 30% return on your capital. If you have a capital or a funded account, for example, of 100k, do the calculations yourself. 100k, 1% is 1k. Oh, that's $1. 1% is 1k. So back at 30% times 1k. Easy math, guys. That's a 30k return in one trade of 4 hours. And that's what the possibilities are with our strategy. And yeah, simply because of these rules, we have a very high win rate. And all you need to do is stick to these rules, and you will be successful. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. If you want more information on how to join our premium mentorship, the links are provided in the description below. Simply go to our website and you will find all information there. You can also join our free Discord on our website, and you'll find a lot of information on our free Discord. You'll also find a lot of testimonials. So those testimonials, like they prove we are not bullshitting with you and we are legit. So guys, that's it for now. Please like and subscribe. Click the notifications bell to stay updated and receive a notification on our latest content. Alright guys, I hope you have a nice weekend, and I'll see you on the next video. Ciao ciao.